This is R.D. Sharma Solution, Class 12, Chapter 2, Functions. Exercise is 2.4. Question number 4 it is. A is given as 1, 2, 3, 4. B is 3, 5, 7, 9. C is 7, 23, 47 and 79. So f is from A to B, G is from B to C. And fx is defined, the function is 2x plus 1. So x square plus 2 is also given gx. So Goff inverse and f inverse operation g inverse. And then we have to verify them also. And the answer should be in the form of ordered pairs. Goff inverse is equal to f inverse operation g inverse or not. So one by one, let us check. And let us see them pictorially to better understand it. F is from A to B. So let me make A and then B. So in A we have 1, 2, 3 and 4. And B we have 3, 5, 7 and 9. So F is from A to B. A to B. Now A to B should be, the mapping should be on the basis of the function 2x plus 1. So fx is 2x plus 1. Just put 1, 2, 3, 4 in the place of x and try to find out what is the value of fx, which is the y. What is coming in the codomain and what will be the range. So I am putting 1, 2, 3, 4 into x plus 1. So 2 into 1 plus 1 is 3. 2 into 2, 4 plus 1 is 5. 2 into 3, 6 plus 1 is 7. 4 to 8 plus 1 is 9. So we can see here that the mapping is 1 to 1. And also there is no value remaining in the second set, that is, it is onto also. So 1, 1, onto, and what is the f and what is the f inverse? So f is 1, 3, 2, 5, 3, 7, 4, 9. Inverse is 3, 1, 5, 2, 7, 3 and 9, 4. That is the reverse of it. So this is the f. Let me just expand it and show you how you are going to write. This is 1, 3. This is f inverse. So 1, 3 will become 3, 1, 2, 5 will 5, 2, 7, 3 will become 3, 7 will become 7, 3 and 4, 9 will become 9, 4. So f inverse. This is the same way we are going to find out the g inverse. So same thing. Now we are going to deal with B and C. B to C. So 3, 5, 7 and 9. And in this C we have 7, 23, 47 and 79. Gx function is x square minus 2. Same thing we are going to do. We'll put 3, 5, 7, 9 in place of x in x square minus 2 and try to find out what is the corresponding value in the set B or set C. So 3 square minus 2, and then we have 5 square minus 2, 7 square minus 2, and then we have 9 square minus 2. So 3 3 is 9, 9 minus 2 is 7, 5 is 25, 25 minus 2 is 23, 49 minus 2 is 47, and 81 minus 2 is 79. 3, 7, 5, 23, 7, 47, 9, 49. This is going to be your G. So this is G, and what will be the inverse? The inverse G inverse will be, because it is 1, 1 and on 2. You can very well see that. So when it is 1, 1 on 2, it is bijective. You can take the inverse. So it will be 3, 7, 7, 3. The 23, 5, 47, 7 and 79, 9. Now coming to f inverse operation g inverse. And since I already told you how we in the theory, how do we make it? So f inverse operation g inverse. F is from A to B. G is from B to C. So f inverse operation g inverse will be from C to A. So it will be 7, 1, 23, 2, 47, 3 and 79, 4. This is A, B, B, C. So inverse operation. This was f and g. So when we take f inverse g inverse, FOG and f inverse g inverse. Because as I already told you, if we just take FOG, that is the range of G should be the subset of domain of F. So similarly, by the discussion earlier we had when we were doing theory, this f inverse operation g inverse will be from C to A. And what will be the value? See, from C to A. So 7, 1 and 23 2, 47 3 and 79 4. So f is from A to B. Now we are trying to go for the next one. F was from A to B, G was from B to C. So this is A to C. Gof is from A to C. Please remember, you have to go to theory when we are discussed and you understand how this Gof is coming from A to C. So Gof is G of F. So in order to find the Gof inverse, first we have to find Gof. So Gof will be from, because Gof is from A to C, Gof inverse will be from C to A. So F inverse, operation G inverse from C to A, Gof inverse is again from C to A, so the domain remains the same. So they both are defined. Both are defined. Okay. So let me just clear it and I'll go for Gof X. And then we'll try to find out Gof inverse. And then we'll try to equate it with F inverse operation G inverse. So G of Fx, Gof X. Why we are doing? Because it is already asked in the question. So F inverse operation G inverse we have already found. Gof inverse. First Gof X. G of Fx. So what value you are going to put? Fx is 2x plus 1. So just put 2x plus 1 inside your G. That is x square minus 2. 2x plus 1 whole square minus 2. I am placing 2x plus 1 in the place of x in x square minus 2. 2x plus 1 whole square minus 2 is a square plus b square plus 2ab. 4x square plus 1 plus 4x minus 2. This will be 4x plus 4x negative 1. Okay. So one by one we'll put the values of what value we are going to put? A. Because Gof is from A to C. Gof inverse is from C to A. So in order to find Gof, G of Fx, we have to take the value of A. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 we are going to put. Let us see here. So Gof A to C. So take the value of domain of A, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is G, Gof, G of Fx. And in place of x, you will put in place of x, you will put 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 into 1 square plus 4 into 1 minus 1. And then we have 2, we'll put 2. Then the 3 and the 4. So 4, 2 square plus 4 into 2 minus 1. And 4 into 3 square plus 4 into 3 minus 1. And 4 into 4 square plus 4 into 4 minus 1. Okay. So we find out the value. And we know already these value because already it is given. So this is 4 plus 4 minus 1. 8 minus 1 is 7. Then we have 23. Then 47. And then we have the final value which is 79. Okay. So 1, 7, 2, 23, 3, 47, 4, 79. It is. So Gof inverse now. Just change the ordered pair. So it will be 7, 1, 23, 2, 47, 3 and 79, 4. Just see here Gof inverse. Now see Gof inverse and equate it with the F inverse operation G inverse. We already done that. So F inverse operation G inverse, this ordered pair and this ordered pair, if you see, they are exactly same. So they are exactly same. This you can just mark it as 1 and 2. They are exactly same. That means that we have verified it. Question number 5. Show that the function f from q to q defined by q is rational number, defined by fx equals 3x plus 5 is invertible. Also find f inverse. So this question and the next question are exactly same. Just understand it very carefully. Fx is equal to 3x plus 5. So first of all, we have to prove and show that this function is 1, 1 and onto. 1, 1 and onto, that is injective and surjective, then only it will be bijective. Then only it will be invertible. So let us actually prove it that it is indeed a bijective function so that we get an inverse. So first we'll try for 1, 1. So 1, 1 fx equals fy So when fx equals y, if we assume, and when it becomes x equals y, then we can say that they are 1, 1. So 3x plus 5 equals 3y plus 5, 5, 5. You can subtract 5 from here and divide by 3. So you get x equals 5, x equals y. So this is 1, 1. How about on to fx is equal to y. So now x should be written in the term of y. Okay. So every y should have a image, pre-image in x. So in place of fx, write 3x plus 5, y equals y. Now write x in terms of y. X will be y minus 5 by 3. So if you take this domain of Q, this is indeed applicable, right? So this is bijection because it has been proven that it is onto. Okay. It should not come as some 0 form, 0 by 0 form, or some under root in negative form. It should not come. This is okay. Okay. So every y should have a x value here. Now. So now we have already seen that it is 1, 1 and onto. So it is bijective. So f inverse. F inverse, first we know y equals fx. So what will be, how do we write f inverse? F inverse is simply f inverse x equals y. That is f inverse equals y means what? Y is fx, so the inverse will be x equals fy. Y is fx, so x will be equal to fy. So x equal to fy is main thing. This is the actual inverse. Inverse is what? When we are 1 to 1, from a to b it is, but when we take b to a it is inverse. So x and y just change in y equals fx, so that will be your inverse. So x equals 3y plus 5 because in place of fy we have written this. So just take y will be x minus 5 by 3. So this is, now replace y by f inverse x. So f inverse x is x minus 5 by 3. So this kind of question are repeated, but why we are doing this question again? Because this question number 6 is actually a NCERT question. This is a NCERT question. Exactly same as the previous one. But since it is from NCERT, we have to do this. Okay. So this is from R to R, real number to real number. So it is invertible or not. So fx equals 4x plus 3. So first is we are checking from 1 to 1, that is injectivity. So fx equals fy. If it is okay, then x should be equal to y. So 4x plus 3 equals 4y plus 3. Now subtract 3 from both the sides. You get x equals y because we are dividing it by 4 also. Now on to fx equals y. So fx equals y, that is y should have all the, every should have a pre-image. Means no value of the other set y should be left alone. It should have a pre-image. So 4x plus 3, fx is already there, equals y. So 4x equals y minus 3. X will be equal to y minus 3 by 4. So this is again for a real number or real number set. This is defined. This is defined. Okay. So this is very legal. So this is onto, surjective. So when we have 1, 1 and onto, this function is bijective. Once it is bijective, what does it mean? We have a proper inverse. So how to find out inverse now? Same we did in the earlier one. Inverse. So fx equals y is what we are dealing with. What is inverse? F inverse x equals y. This is the same thing we wanted. Basically x equals fy. Fx equals y is original. F inverse x equals y is the inverse one. So x equals fy, so y is equal to fx. So x equals fy. In place of y, you just put in 4x plus 3, you put y. X equals 4y plus 3. So now y will be equal to x minus 3 by 4, and y, just replace y by f inverse x. Y, replace it by f inverse x. Okay, this is the inverse, x minus 3 by 4. Okay. Now coming to question number 7. Consider, now see here, the range is given. The range. For every range, it is not defined. Every function is not defined for all. You have to define a proper domain and a range. Domain basically. So we have the function as fx equals x square plus 4. And the function is from r to r plus. That is r plus to 4 to infinity. R plus is basically what? It is all the non-negative real numbers. That is all positive real number we are talking about. So fx is given by x square plus 4. X square plus 4. Okay. So we have to show that it is invertible. F inverse x. This is equal to under root x minus 4. And then where r plus is again non-negative real number. So first we have to prove that it is 1, 1 and on 2. And then we'll prove it as bijective. And then we'll, this is a question of NCERT 20, it has come in 2013 CBSE also. Fx is x square plus 4. So first 1, 1 and on 2, bijective whether it is, we'll prove it. And then once it is bijective, we can say that this is invertible also. Okay. So when 1, 1, fx equals fy. So if fx is equal to fy, x should be equal to y. So x square plus 4 equals y square plus 4, 4 gets cancelled. Now take the under root, that will give you mod x and mod y. So x is equal to y. Why you are not getting the, you will also get the negative value. But since the range is already r plus, real positive number, non-negative real numbers won't come. So x is equal to y. Okay. There is no option of negative number because it is already said that this is non-negative real number. Now let us go for onto. What do we do for onto? We write fx equals y. Fx is what? X square plus 4. And it is equal to y. X is equal to y minus 4 under root. So y minus, it is defined under root y minus 4 is defined for real number when it goes from 4 to infinite, 4 to infinity. Okay, 4 to infinity. So we have f inverse now. So since it is bijective, f inverse. So y equals f inverse x. Finally, we will replace this y with f inverse x. Basically, fy equals x you have to do. X equal fy. So x equals fy. Because y equals fx, x equals fy, they are the inverse of each other. So x equals fy. X equals y square plus 4 because I replaced y with this x with y in x square plus 4. Y will be equal to under root x minus 4. Now replace y with f inverse x as I suggested you earlier. This is what we have to prove. Right? Okay. Coming to question number 8. This is fx. This is the question which has come in 2012, 2013, and this is an NCERT question as well. Right? So we need to find out the phi of x, and also this x is not equal to 2 by 3. It is already given, but I'll show you why it is given and what is the inverse of f. First we'll find out the FOF and then we'll find out the inverse. Okay. So this is 4x plus 3 by 6x minus 4. So x should not be equal to 2 by 3. Why? Because the denominator cannot be 0. 6x minus 4 equals 0. So x is equal to 4 by 3. That is, x is equal to 2 by 3. So it cannot be 2 by 3. Otherwise, the denominator will be 0 and that will be not defined. Now f of fx we have to find out. F of fx. 4. Now just put in place of x 4x plus 3 by 6x minus 4. So 4 into this whole plus 3 divided by 6 into whole 4x plus 3 by 6x minus 4 and negative or subtraction of 4. So just solve it. I hope you'll be able to do it. I'll just write the direct answer and that is going to be x. But when we put x, it came as x. What does it mean? It is identity only. So when it is identity, that means 1 2 is there, so that is also 1 2, because if you take the inverse also it will come as same thing is going to come. So f inverse will be 4x plus 3 by 6x minus 4. Same thing will come. F and f inverse will be same. As I told you how to find out inverse, you can also do by this method. Earlier in the 2 questions I told you. Same thing is going to come. But since it is identity, the examiner or the checker will understand, that if it is identity, same thing is going to come. Okay. So this is all about this exercise. No. We still have some question to go. Thank you so much.